Hi, this is Ron Stites again. We're now going to take a look at doing a quantitative test for normal distribution or for normality. Again, remember, I'm going to be doing it on a variable different from the variable you're going to be using. So you're going to have to do something very, very similar to what I'm doing here on the proper variable. So to do this, we go into Analyze, again, descriptive statistics, but the qualitative test that we want is actually under Explore. Not frequency, but Explore. So we'll click on that. Notice we do not have the variable selected here. Now I'm going to do it on gasoline emissions contribute to global warming. You're doing it on a different variable. So just remember, this is not the same, exactly the same thing you're doing. So I select that variable, put it into the dependent list. Notice I could actually put in an independent variable, but we're not doing that this time. We're just going to take a look at the distribution. We do want to check our statistics and make sure that we are at that 95%. So it's okay, it's at 95% confidence. So we'll just hit continue there. Don't want to make any changes. Now we want to look at plots. This is where it's really important. We want to get rid of these box plots. They just clutter up things. We don't need them. So we just put none there under box plots. But we do want a histogram. We do not need the stem and leaf. Get rid of those guys. But the important point is we want the normality plots with tests. So that's what we're going to select. Hit continue. And now we're going to execute this. Hit OK. And we'll see what we get. Now, the output gets thrown into the same file that I just did a little bit ago. I have not changed this. I'm just adding to it because I really like this little plot here that has the histogram and the normal distribution on it. But the key here now is the test of normality. And notice that the significance is 0, or at least very low. And what that is telling me, it's under 0.05. The null hypothesis in these tests are there's no difference between a normal distribution and the distribution I see in my data set. And the probability of that is very low. So I am rejecting this as being normally distributed. And of course I see the histogram again, and it's bimodal. Now there are a couple of other plots we're not going to really go into where it shows how big these deviations are from normality would actually be, but we're not going to deal with that. The key is right here in the test of normality. That is very strong evidence that this distribution is not a normal distribution. You'll have to do it on your set of data and see what it works out. Now, one of the things we want to do is we want to save these data. And we go to File, Save As. We actually are saving the output file. And you'll notice that the tree comes up. And you can put this in the same place that your normal data is. The output is an SPV file, not an SAV file. And so that differentiates those two different kinds of files. And it's something you can turn in along with your Word document. And I can take a look at it and see how you've done as far as collecting the proper data output.